Living in a new city isn't just about finding a job or learning the language. It's also about navigating daily life.
Like buying groceries, saving money, or even just interacting with Norwegians in everyday situations.
That's why we're taking you around the city today and diving into daily life in Oslo.
This might be crazy to you, but the king in Norway lives there, inside the castle.
In Oslo and around Norway, there's a strong emphasis on equality, balance, and social trust, values that shape daily life here. The idea is that everyone should have access to essential services like education and healthcare, and that life isn't just about work, but also about time for family, nature, and personal interests.
Norway operates on a high trust society model, meaning people generally trust the government, institutions, and even each other. This is reflected in everyday life. Parents leave baby strollers outside of cafes, workers take sick leave without fear of losing their job, and people follow the honor system in places like self-checkout stores and public transportation.
Of course, things aren't always perfect, but the system is built on the idea that society functions best when people have a solid foundation to stand on.
One thing you'll notice on Oslo's public transportation system is that it's super quiet. People will almost always sit apart if there's room, so if no one comes sitting next to you, it's not because you smell bad.
And it's not just on public transportation, but small talk with strangers isn't super common. Sure, if you're in a small space like an elevator or a waiting room, hi can be polite, but don't get offended if people don't respond.
Work-life balance in Norway is huge. Most people leave work at around 4 p.m. and friluftsliv, which is outdoor life, is a big part of Oslo culture. Another key part of the Norwegian society is Janteloven, or the law of Jante. It's a set of unwritten social rules that emphasizes equality, humility, and not standing out too much.
It's definitely an interesting social, cultural nuance that can take some time to get used to. The biggest holiday that you'll experience while living in Oslo is 17. Mai, or Constitution Day. The entire city turns into one big celebration with parades, flags, and a lot of people walking around in traditional bunads, which are worn on holidays and special occasions.
And speaking of bunads, every region in Norway has its own unique design, including Oslo.
And another celebration that you'll experience is Christmas, which is huge in Norway.
Oslo's Christmas markets are also a must visit. They make the city feel extra cozy in the winter months.
And let's not forget Easter, which for many Norwegians means heading to a cabin for a long weekend of skiing, reading crime novels, and eating påskeegg.
Other big seasonal events include Pride in June, Sankthansaften, which is midsummer, and the fact that Oslo basically empties out in July because everyone is on vacation.
That's true.
The area that we're in now is called Frogner, and guess what park this is?
Frognerparken?
Yes!
While Norway isn't a particularly religious country, Oslo is home to a diverse mix of different communities. You'll find mosques, temples, and churches throughout the city.
Many communities celebrate their own holidays here. So, if you're looking for people to celebrate your favorite holidays with, there are definitely ways to stay connected to your culture.
Of course, not everyone's experience here is the same. Some find Oslo welcoming, while others struggle with language barriers, job opportunities, or feeling truly included.
In general, Oslo is a city where you can find your people and be proud of who you are.
And fun fact, if you spot any of these telephone booths around Oslo, you have to go in because there are books inside.
Yeah, it's a take one, leave one policy, and it's really cool.
Yeah. Part of settling into a new place also means getting used to new daily routines, like where to buy food, clothes, household items, and other daily essentials.
Whether you're looking for local products or ingredients from home, Oslo has a lot of options.
Grocery stores here range from budget-friendly to premium, depending on what you're looking for.
Budget options like Kiwi, Rema 1000 and Coop Extra are great for everyday essentials at lower prices.
Mid-range to premium stores like Coop Mega and Meny have a wider selection and higher-end ingredients.
Convenience stores like Joker and Bunnpris are smaller, open later, and even on Sundays. But you can expect higher prices and limited selections.
Make sure you pick up some yummy Norwegian snacks from the store, like brunost and food in tubes.
If you want to save money, sign up for store memberships like Triumf, which works at several stores, or individual store memberships like R from Rema 1000. Norway takes recycling seriously. When you buy bottled drinks, you'll pay a small deposit, pant, which you can get back as a coupon or cash when you return the bottles or cans at a recycling machine. Or you can try your chances on winning a lottery. Are you feeling lucky today?
Oh, and plastic bags cost extra at checkout, so it's a good idea for your wallet and the planet to bring your own.
And you can also pick up free trash bags for recycling at the grocery stores too. Green is for food trash and purple for clean plastics.
It's also important to know that almost all stores in Norway are closed on Sundays.
Yes, except some small ones are allowed to be open or in certain touristy areas.
Yeah, so make sure you plan ahead. If you're looking for ingredients from home, you'll find plenty of international grocery stores around Oslo too.
Grønland is a great place to start. This neighborhood has a lot of shops that import goods from around the world. Plus, many things can be found cheaper than in regular grocery stores.
Living here, you may also notice that alcohol sales are quite restricted. Grocery stores can only sell up to 4.7% and only until 8 p.m. on weekdays or 6 p.m. on Saturdays, never on Sundays.
And if you want something stronger, you need to go to the governmental-run liquor store, Vinmonopolet. Oslo has your typical brand name stores. But if you're looking for more affordable or sustainable options, second-hand shopping is really popular here.
Fretex, the Norwegian Salvation Army, and UF stores are great for thrifting. There's also Theis, an app where people buy and sell secondhand clothes, and of course, Finn.no.
Finn is a go-to for so many things in Norway. You can find everything from second-hand furniture to jobs and even apartments on there.
You can find furniture and household items in stores like Jysk, Kid, IKEA, and Clas Ohlson.
Another great place for bargains is loppemarkeder, which is flea markets, especially in the spring and fall, and you can find some really good deals.
Norway is almost completely cashless. Most people use card or contactless payments for everything.
And if you're living here, you'll definitely want to get Vipps as soon as possible. It's the go-to app for paying friends, small businesses, and even street vendors. There are a lot of different apps that make life in Oslo so much easier.
Of course, Ruter and Vy for public transport.
Mattilbud and Kupp for grocery discounts.
Yr for weather forecasts, a Norwegian favorite.
Snapchat.
This one surprised me when I moved here, but Norwegians love it.
Yeah, we sure do. NRK is a public broadcaster, or you can check thelocal.no for news in English. Oslo has everything from high-end Michelin star restaurants to budget-friendly cheap eats, so there's really something for everyone.
Eating out in Oslo can get expensive, which is why many people also cook at home and bring a matpakke or packed lunch to work. If you're heading out for a night on the town, keep in mind that bars and clubs here close earlier than in many other cities, usually by 2 or 3 a.m.
And since alcohol can get quite expensive in Norway, many people have drinks at home first, which is what Norwegians call vors or vorspill.
Oslo also has a lot to offer when it comes to arts and culture.
Whether you're checking out some of Oslo's world-famous museums, enjoying a play or a show at the opera or National Theatre, or enjoying live music at one of the many venues around town, like Blå, Sentrum Scene, or Parkteatret, there's always something happening.
Especially in the warmer months, Oslo is host to many music, film, and even food festivals. From Øya to Oslo World to Vegetarfestivalen.
And at that time of year, all the parks around town host a bunch of different events and activities.
Living in Oslo isn't just about adapting to a new place, it's about making it your own.
Some things might feel unfamiliar at first, but you'll find the ways to navigate daily life that works for you.
We hope this video helps you feel a little bit more prepared for daily life in Oslo.
Thanks for watching, and
Welcome to Oslo.